Hello, it's Darren from Invest Your Income. Welcome back to the channel. Just the update on my trading for the Forex Account Flip. Here's my statement, got off MetaTrader to show you where I am at the minute. As you can see, gross profit is 61.75 off the 40 euros invested. So we're doing quite nicely at the minute. And we did get swap fees and a few commissions, but we are well over double the start account. I'll go through the trades in a minute, and you can see down here, if we look at the profit factor 14.26, we have got 16 trades, 14 profitable trades, 2 losses. The loss trades average down here is €2.17, and the average profit trade is 4.41, which is obviously doubled 2 to 1. So, and we've got 16 wins and only 2 losses. Sorry, 14 wins, only 2 losses. So they are extremely good stats, I would argue. Obviously, it's only over a short period of time, so I'm not saying it will last forever. How we are running negative €2.92 at the minute. I've got a Euro Swissy on and the US dollar Japanese yen. So there are my trades listed out. And just got to be careful not to show my account details. There we go. So you can see all the trades I've taken. Obviously the pound Aussie, because I'm trading such the micro lots, is obviously the pound pairs will move more. So that's why you see such a high profit. They're basically just they're not scaled at the minute, so I can't do that. And so we are just trading each pair as we find it. And you'll see the loss I took here, NZD USD. I'm going to go over to the NZD USD and show you in a second. And then we look at the Euro Japanese yen, would have moved more. I came out of that too early. That was just me not sticking with my system. So that was my error, but we came out in profit. And the pounds moved quite quickly into the money. The Aussie was slow work, and everyone else just kind of ticked by, really. It was all quite easy. There wasn't any stress at all, any of these trades. The only one that I didn't like was the NZD, which I don't like in any case. And the USD Japanese yen has moved like I wanted it to. But there we go. It's not going to do what I want it to do all the time. I'm still confident it will come down. If it doesn't, that's fine. We'll just scale out of that one if we need to. But in the minute, I'm still pretty confident it's got further room to run down. So I'm just going to hold those trades and see how they go. I've just entered the Euro Swiss franc as well, so we're going to see how that goes. And they are all my trades. I think you find that's a nice graph. You know, if you can keep that graph going for eternity, this account we're doing quite well. I trade this obviously in alignment with my own personal account as well, so obviously that's a lot larger balance, and that's how I trade full time. So this is only currency, so I do trade stocks and I do trade cryptocurrencies as well now. So do subscribe and like the video if you find this any use at all. I'm thinking of getting some kind of trading group set up. I'm not sure, just to show. It's just easier to update people on a group to see when I take my trades and stuff. But what you do tend to find is people want something for nothing, and then they're hassling you for free advice and indicators and all this stuff. I've done this for 13 years, and I've worked my arse off to get to this position. I just want to show people how I trade and whether it's of any use to anyone. So I've just come over to the New Zealand dollar, and this was one of the worst trades, and I just want to show you because it's always very important, I think, to go over the trades that don't work out very well. It's always the way I trade. So the trades that don't work out very well, I'll analyse and see what happened. So you can see kind of a level here, if we're looking at levels, which I don't particularly look at. However, you can see the reasons why this trade didn't really work out too well. In the short term, anyway, I think it will pan out. However, here we're looking at, we haven't got much deviation between the moving averages. As in, we're pretty flat here, so we might get a kind of a zigzagging motion or break out either way from these averages. But there's not much deviation from this 3,000, so I'm only looking for a small trade anyway, which is why I came out on this spike up here. This one was more or less, I think it was negative, and this one was flat, so I just came out and didn't make much money off it at all. but it was a win overall. So my position was a win. That's all I care about. I don't care about each trade. If I have a negative trade, one doesn't pan out, which often happens with the way it works. I'm trading each time at a better price. That's the way I look at it. So for this circumstance here, I don't care, because we're taking profit overall. A negative trade or close negative, as long as the other trades have made up for that loss, it's happy days, right? You're still taking money from the market. So I won't look for, I'm not looking to get in on all these moves and ride the trend to the top. That's not the way I trade. It's just not in my nature to do that. I find that's very 50-50. Trends can reverse, You could put a channel on any one of these, and you think, oh yeah, I'll keep riding the trend up to the top. Well, the trends break, you lose your faith that it's going to keep on going, and you come out anyway. That's the experience I've had. If people are able to maximize their trend trading, brilliant. I could do 1, 2, 3, which is the typical up, down, up, like you get here. I've done those before and they've worked, but they've also just tanked, like this one. You can see at this stage, you can think that's a 1, 2, 3, up, down. Do you get in here, or do you get in here, or do you get in here? It does go up again, but it comes down again. So it's not. It would just kill people. They think the trend's developing, they get smashed. It's a 4-hour chart, remember. Most people don't trade the 4-hour charts. So that's my point of view anyway. And after a couple of days, 2 weeks was it? Not even that. Just over a week. I've come out with profit, and that was my worst trade. So analyse your bad trades. Your good trades, it's always easy to see, isn't it? It always works out well. You look at your best ones, but I always analyse the trades that didn't work out as I planned. As long as I've come out, like I say, with not damaging my account or minimising the damage to my account, I'm happy. And like I said, the US dollar, let's go to the US dollar. This isn't playing ball either at the minute. So I think for some reason I've lost my arrows again. Do excuse me. I do apologise for that. I'm just going to show you. So I entered a position here, and I've re-entered several positions at the top here. Can't get that thing out of the way. Several up the top here. What is this thing? Get it out of the way. And I've re-entered again. I've got a pretty good price on that one, I think. I think I added another one around here somewhere. I think I've got 4 positions on. I can't remember. 4 or 5 anyway. So you can see at the minute I'm in the hole on this one. Badly in the hole on that one. This one we're flat. I mean, we're slightly in profit on this one, and we're negative overall on it. So you look at that, you think, oh no, it's could spike up through the moon and get taken out. We'll see how it pans out on this one. I'll try and come out if I can do. I was going to come out of it the other day when it came down here. It was an opportunity. I think I was just going to come out flat, but I decided not to. Started to keep it running, and we shall see what happens with it. It's all about managing your risk. If you're happy with the risk you're taking and there's logic behind it, then keep on trading it. I do look at the daily as well. So if we're going overbought on the daily, or towards overbought on the daily, and we're going overbought on the oscillators on the 4-hour, and we've got the deviation, huge deviation between the moving average down there, we could expect some kind of retracement. It happens quite a lot. Okay, you've got deviation here from that, it comes up to the top one. You've got deviation up here, and it comes back down. Deviation again, and it comes back down. You're going a long way away from these averages, and here you've got massive opportunities, like I said before. So got to think of it in the long term. Could it run up further? Of course it could. Okay, and I could be running a loss. But will it go? It could have a move like this, parabolic. But it always comes back. It has to come back to these moving averages. Okay, so I could go in the hole quite deeply on this one. But the way I trade and the way I found it, that doesn't necessarily happen that very often. And we shall see how we go with this account flip. And this is my personal account. In any case, it's the same trades. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will again talk to you very soon. Just want to give you an update on the account flip. Take care of yourselves. Fantastic day here today, nice and clear, crispy. Please subscribe and like if you do enjoy my content, and I'll talk to you all again tomorrow. Take care.